There I asked where we were going, and then he looked at me with some sinister grin on his face and just chuckled. I felt my heart almost explode out of my chest as he did that. I looked down and saw a handgun sticking out of his jacket pocket. I put two and two together and realized what was happening. I told him, "Let me out." Nah, he responded, "No." Then he put his foot on the accelerator, speeding up the car. I tried to get out, but he had already put the child lock on it. Seeing hopeless, I was trapped. There was no way out. To make matters worse, we were driving through a forest area with no cell service. I couldn't even call for help, but I just had to get out. As soon as the car started to slow down, I stabbed him in the shoulder with a pocket knife that I found on the floor. He screamed in pain. As I was able to turn off the child lock, unlock the door, and run as fast as I could into the woods. While I was running, I could hear multiple gunshots being fired at me, but luckily not a single one hit me. I never looked back because I had the fear of the man chasing me. At the back of my mind, I dug behind a tree and hid under a bush. I heard the man yelling, "You can't hide from me, I will find you." I covered my mouth with my hands and held my breath, trying not to make a sound. Everything was silent for a while until I saw the man was looking for me with a flashlight. He flashed it past me multiple times. When I heard his footsteps going deeper into the woods, that's when I knew the coast was clear. I ran using the flashlight on my phone to help navigate me through the dark and scary woods. In hindsight, I knew that was a stupid move considering the situation. I could hear the leaves crunching and the twigs snapping as I ran, which would also easily give away my position. When the crunching and snapping got louder, I looked behind me and my heart dropped. When I saw that the man was chasing me, I ran as fast as I could, with the man hot on my tail, firing every single last live round he had in his gun. But thankfully the shots missed again. "There's nowhere for you to hide," he said. I thought I was going to die until I heard the man trip over something and I was able to get away unharmed. I kept running until I was out of the woods and back onto the road, looking behind me. Then he was nowhere to be seen, which means I lost him. I sighed in relief, and then I saw a red car driving down the road. I was able to wave it down and told the driver that I was kidnapped and almost killed by some crazy man in the woods. It took a lot of begging, but the driver finally gave me a ride to the police station, and I told the cops everything. Unfortunately, I didn't get the man's tag number, but I gave the police a clear description. After the police had run a search, they told me that he didn't even have a daughter and that they've been trying to catch this guy for months. As it turns out, he's wanted in several countries for the kidnappings of multiple teenagers and young men. How I managed to escape him is a miracle. The officers kindly gave me a ride home, and I didn't tell anyone what happened except my brother. The man was never found, nor was he ever caught, and they say he's still out there even to this day, which scares me the most. What's even worse is that I stupidly gave him my address, so who knows if he might try to kidnap me again. Needless to say, my days of using Tinder weren't over. After that, the whole incident just made me a lot more cautious from there on out.